Hello there, this is Molly with Flowers by the Bunch. Today I wanted to do a fun little topiary. So it is the end of summer and it is the last holiday before, before a lot of schools start. We're going into the Labor Day weekend, and I thought let's do a fun arrangement that we're going to do as a topiary. So I've got some alstroemeria lilies, some hypterican berries, a couple of bright red Gerber daisies, solidago, and a little bit of eucalyptus. I'm going to start out with this fun terracotta pot. Now the only thing about the terracotta pot is it's porous. So if you put wet oasis or fill it with water, it'll seep a little bit. So I'm going to take, this is just a piece of foil, florist foil that we wrap plants in. We had a small piece left over. I'm going to take that and push it right down into my pot. This is some fresh floral foam. It has already been soaked. I'm going to push that right in to my pot, and then I'm going to take a pair of scissors and I'm going to trim this foil back, okay? Now this pot, because I have lined it, you can add some water down in it and it's going to hold that water with no problem. It's not going to seep or get on your table or anything like that. It won't make a mess. Next, what I'm going to do is I brought a little bit of Spanish moss. It doesn't take a whole lot. I like Spanish moss because it covers those mechanics really well. So I'm just going to take that moss and I'm just going to go all the way around and just kind of cover that floral foam, okay? Okay, I have left a little hole right there in the top. It's kind of hard to see because it's a dark green, but there's a little hole there. Now let me show you why I needed that hole or that open space on the top of that foam. I'm gonna take these alstroemeria lilies. They're also called Peruvian lilies. I don't know if you've ever heard them called Peruvian lilies, but they're also, they're also called Peruvian lilies. I'm going to take them, I'm just removing any foliage that is on that stem. So I'm just holding them in my hands and just stripping that foliage. Okay, so I've removed all of the foliage that's on the stems. I'm going to take those lilies and I'm going to decide how tall I want this topiary. Now I don't need it too top heavy. Most of the time, the rule of thumb is you want your flowers 1.5 times taller than your vase or your container, your vessel, okay? So I'm gonna cut it off just a little bit. I'm gonna cut them off about here, I think. Okay, and I am just going to hold them together and press them right into that floral foam. Okay, just like that. Now, let me show you a cute, fun trick. This is just some polka dot ribbon that I had in the back. I'm just gonna take it and cut a long strip just like this, and I am just going to tie it right here underneath my blooms. So the blooms of my alstroemeria lilies are making my sweet little topiary. So look how fun and cute that is. Now you can tie this in a bow, you can do whatever. Whatever you'd like, whatever you think is pretty, that is great. So I'm gonna move my little moss around a little bit. Now I'm gonna add just a little bit down here at the bottom. And my hands were wet and that I touched that container, it will dry. So no worries if there's any marks on your container. I'm gonna take, this is solidago aster, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna pop it apart. And I'm just going to do a cute little arrangement down here at the base of my topiary. So that's one stem of solidago aster. And I'm going to take, I think I'm going to use both of these stems of Gerber daisies down here. I am going to wire its little head because, and I thought I brought some wire, let's see, yeah. I'm going to wire this little head and I'm just going to cut that wire. What I'm going to do is I am going to, you see the little swollen part up underneath the daisy? I'm going to just press that wire right into that that little head, and I'm just gonna twist that wire right around. Now the reason I'm choosing to wire these Gerbera daisies is because I do not want them to dip. They don't love foam. So all I'm doing is just pressing that little flower right down in there. I don't think it needs two. I think that one is really sweet, so I'm just gonna use one. And then I'm gonna take a couple of these berries. Now I call them Hypericum berries, but I have heard them called coffee berries. They're a fun, bright colored berry. They come in lots of colors, but I love this little red color. I'm just gonna take those and tuck those right in. I'm just gonna use two of these, I believe. I'm removing some of the foliage. And so I'm just pushing those right into that foam. And there you have it, guys. There we have it. I'm gonna add a little bit of this eucalyptus, this seeded eucalyptus, just to kind of finish it off, because I want it to be pretty on the backside. Now the backside is really not, I really don't want to focus on the backside, so I'm not going to add any flowers on it. What I would probably do is just put this on the food table at a little cookout or barbecue, because it really makes such a fun, cute little statement. But I'm not really going to focus on the backside. Now, if you want to, you can add some more of this little ribbon into this arrangement. And I guess I'm going to trim this up just a little bit. It's a little longer than I want, so I'm going to just take it and trim that just a little. I'm going to add a tiny little bow right here, just to pull that ribbon all the way through. And when I say tiny, I'm going to do just 3 loops of ribbon. But see what a fun little arrangement this is. I think you could probably pick up every single stem that I have at your local grocery store, or of course at your local flower shop. And it makes such a sweet little topiary. Now remember, you can make a topiary with several different types of flowers. You can use, of course, these Alstroemeria lilies. You could do Gerbera daisies if you want to. I've done them with sunflowers, I've done them with roses. And all you do is you gather them just the same and tuck them right down into that floral foam. But there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today. We are so excited at all of the new followers we have. If you like this video, be sure to follow us over on our other social media. We are on Facebook, and on Facebook we do videos every day during the week. So be sure to follow us over on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell down below, and it'll tell you when we come on. Guys, have a great day.